All of them.
3.
No. Maybe like
4.
2 or 3.
2 or 3. Okay.
It depends.
Good times. All right. What about you?
No.
Come on. You've had a roster. You've had a roster. You get too bored. You get bored too easily. So you're saying only one at a time.
Exactly. You got to stay loyal.
What do you tell? Hold on. You got to stay loyal. This girl, you're breaking up with this dude 3 times. You get back with him. You're bored.
Every 3 months.
But
Exactly. Thank you, Sophia.
If I recall, though, like during the breaks that you had with your guy in LA, you said you would see other men during the breaks.
Yes.
Yeah, but you're saying you'd only see one guy.
At a time, yes.
How long would those one guys last during the breaks? A week?
A month?
A month?
2 months?
So it'd be like this sort of long-term guy who's too sweet, on again, off again, break up, date a guy for a month, date another guy for a month, date another guy for the month, back with him for 3 months, break up with him, another guy for a month, another guy for a month, another guy for a month, break up with him, another guy for a month, like kind of like that, basically? Basically, okay. And how would you meet these guys typically? Dating apps, in person, your fraternity?
In person?
In person. Did you go party?
No.
Where would you meet them?
Anywhere?
So you would approach them or they would approach you?
Both? Yeah, through friends a lot.
Through friends, you'd get introduced? Okay. All right. What about you?
I'm going to say yes.
Had a roster? Okay.
But only of 2.
2.
And it really was only when the guy I mentioned of 3 years, he wasn't wanting to commit to me at that time. So I was just like hanging out with one of his distant friends until he ended things with his girl, and then we got together.
Okay. What about you?
I've never had a roster.
No roster? Okay. Any roster?
In my early 20s, yeah.
In the 20s had a roster?
Yeah.
Okay. How big was the roster?
Like no more than 2.
No more than 2? Okay.
I've never had one.
All right.
No roster.
Never roster?
Never roster.
0 roster? Okay.
0 roster.
What about you?
I agree. In my early 20s, I think I had I wouldn't call it a roster, but I would have like someone in a back pocket, perhaps. But I would never like hook up with someone and then like cross-contaminate. So anybody who has like, there's just a set timeline for people, and I've never like gone back to that one person. So I would end things with that person physically. We wouldn't hook up again. I'd move on, find a new person, but I would never hook up with that guy again. But I would kind of keep him in my back pocket for attention, perhaps. This is in my early 20s. But.
Okay, cool. I'm going to get into some of my pre-show notes here, so maybe we'll touch on the roster thing a little bit later on. But so going to Macy, are your DMs fucking wild?
Yeah, they're pretty crazy.
Do you have like a top 3 messages you can tell us?
Well, there's like what kind of DMs are you looking for? The weird ones or like nice ones?
Well, I'm wondering like if you just get, and I'm curious if it bothers you that people, because I've had tall friends and they're like, they tell me, oh, like everybody fucking asks me if I play basketball. Like it gets annoying.
No, it's
do you
everyone.
Do you have that experience? Like, does it bother you that people will make comments about your height, or you're just kind of used to it and it is what it is?
I'm used to it, but like it can get annoying.
Can get annoying. Okay. And I mean, like when it comes to your DMs and stuff, do you get DMs like that are height related?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Some crazy ones.
Some crazy sexual ones too, and it's like, why are you saying this to me? That makes me a little uncomfortable.
What's like if you're at liberty to share? What's like some crazy ones? Some crazy ones.
I mean, it's not really crazy, but like a lot of like really short men are like, can I eat it standing up? Like, can you stand up and can I eat it? I'm like, what the fuck, bro?
Standing up is crazy.
Is that possible? I guess.
I did ask my roommate about it, and she did it once, and she was like, it's a little uncomfortable, but you can do it. And
You've tried it out.
I don't think I want to try it out.
Okay. All right. Dang. What other crazy ones have you gotten?
There are like people that are into like the giant test stuff, and
Giant
it's like,
tests, yeah.
can you stomp on me? Like, I want you to smush me.
Smushing, okay.
Step on me, like smother me, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I get that a lot, and it's a little weird.
Is giant a compliment or is it insulting?
It's a compliment, but it's also like a fetish.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. But if somebody calls you like a giantess in like a non-sexual way, is that insulting or is it like a compliment?
I'll take it as a compliment.
Okay. Because I could imagine like a really tall guy, if he got called like, you're a giant, it could be
You're an
compliment.
Amazon. That's what most people say. You're
You
an
get Amazon.
woman.
Okay. What's like, I don't know if you remember this. Do you have like worst pickup lines related to height besides the like eat it standing up thing? That's wild, by the way. That's crazy.
I mean,
That's crazy.
I feel like people never like try to do pickup lines. They're just like straight to the point.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. The DMs must be crazy though. Any others that you can think of, or just the standing up one?
I mean, those are really the ones I get the most.
Yeah.
I mean, I could look through my DMs, but
Yeah.
I clear them out regularly so I
Sure.
don't see people like that.
Okay. Now you said in your pre-show notes that you said modern dating isn't even worth it. So what
Yeah.
are your thoughts there? Bad
So-
experiences or just
I've had some really bad experiences, especially through dating apps. Just like I'll tell people, I'm like, hey, I am like, I'm really nervous and like I don't do a lot of physical touch. So if we like meet up, you just know that it's just gonna be like a conversation.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. And then that's where men mostly test my boundaries. I've had one guy, like we were supposed to go out to eat lunch, and then he was like, oh, I can't do that. Do you want to just like come over and watch a movie? And I was like, that's a little sus. But sure, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. You seem like a nice person. I was wrong. We start the movie, and he does the little like reach over arm thing.
can you do it? Demonstrate on her.
One of those. Oh god.
Like this. Not even like 5 minutes into the movie, he's like trying to kiss me. And I tell him, no, I don't want to do that. I don't know who you are. And when I say I don't know who you are, he then goes like, okay, I was born here, I went to school here, yada yada. You know who I am now. And I'm like, no, that's not how it works. And so I'm like, can we just watch the movie and maybe like talk afterwards? Maybe another 5 to 10 minutes in the movie. He tries it again. I tell him, hey, you're making me uncomfortable. He's like, well, if you're so uncomfortable, why don't you leave? So I got up and left.
There you go.
Good. Good for you.
Good. Yeah. Said you leave. You left. Yeah, that's probably it didn't. It sounds like he didn't really take a hint though. You know.
Yeah,
He just
no.
kind of yeah. It's always uncomfortable in those situations. Well, sorry to hear that. Definitely awkward. And then, anyways, moving on from that, you said that, and you also do OF. What kind of content are you doing on there? Is it like tasteful stuff or like full blown, you know?
I kind of do a little bit of everything now,
Okay.
but I'm trying to like wean off of OnlyFans because I want to go to college and actually get a degree.
Sure. Is your girlfriend involved with like? Do you guys?
No.
It's just
I
like
would-
solo.
Yeah, it's just
content.
solo.
Okay.
I have a video with an ex-partner, and that's
That's
about as deep as it goes.
Okay. Got it. You also said you do dick ratings. Yeah, on your OF. On your OF, you do. Is it in like? Do you do it in inches or centimeters? Sorry, that was a bad joke.
I mean, they just send me a photo of their penis, and I look at it, and I'm like, well, I usually rate it on like the color,
The color.
the texture,
Texture.
how big it is, how girthy it is.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
gotta cover all of that.
Okay.
But there's
And do you try to be pretty reasonable with the ratings, though, or sometimes
oh
will
no,
you?
I like to be really mean.
Oh,
So
it's like degradation.
yeah.